The girl gave some money to a beggar, but the beggar stopped her from leaving. The girl thought that the beggar despised the small amount she gave. Little did she know that the beggar was actually thanking her. He even said that he could fulfill one of her dreams. Seeing that he made a living by begging, the girl thinks he's bragging here. She advised him to quickly find a proper job. Just as the girl was about to leave, the beggar called her back again. He told her to go ahead and state her wish. The girl said that her only dream now was to cure her sister's illness. It turned out that 3 months ago, the girl's sister suddenly suffered from a strange illness. Their father spared no expense and hired thousands of miracle doctors. But in the face of her sister's condition, the miracle doctors were helpless. Seeing their father frantic and in a mess, the girl, in desperation, went out on the street to look for someone who could cure her sister, and publicly vowed that whoever could cure her sister's illness would have the two sisters pledge themselves to him. But the girl never found anyone capable of saving her sister. Disheartened, she was just about to go home, when she accidentally encountered a beggar by the roadside. Hearing the beggar say that he could fulfill one of her dreams, she asked him whether he could really cure her sister's illness. The beggar appeared full of confidence. He says he not only could help people realize any dream, but could even crown the girl, making her the most dazzling woman in the world. However, the girl didn't need any of that at all. She only wanted to save her sister. So the beggar used magic to pick up the broken bowl from the ground, and followed the girl home to cure her sister's illness. But as soon as they reached the doorstep, the father scolded the girl harshly, because he did not believe that the beggar could save his eldest daughter's life. Other doctors also accused the beggar of being a fraud. They laughed at the beggar and said he was dreaming if he wanted to marry two sisters, since the sister's condition could not be delayed any longer. The housekeeper suggested giving the beggar a try. The father had no other choice but to agree, but he warned the beggar that if he couldn't cure his daughter, he would make the beggar pay with his life. The beggar stated that he was here today merely to fulfill the girl's dream, and since no one really believes him, he decided to abandon the attempt immediately and leave, telling the girl to come back if she had any other dreams in the future. The girl quickly grabbed the beggar and begged him not to leave. She pleaded with him once again to save her sister. If her sister woke up, she was willing to marry the beggar and become his wife. Seeing the girl's sincerity and kindness, the beggar agreed to stay and cure the sister. Just as he began diagnosing the illness, the other doctors once again smeared the beggar as a fraud, believing he was merely trying to take advantage of the sister. Seeing this, the father grabbed him away, and just as he was about to send the housekeeper to kick him out, he declared that the sister was suffering from congenital heart disease and a shock-induced ALS attack. Upon hearing the beggar's diagnosis, the other doctors simply did not believe him, and further claimed that shock-induced ALS did not exist in modern medicine, thus considering the beggar to be spouting nonsense. However, the father confirmed that his eldest daughter indeed had congenital heart disease. He saw that the beggar had some genuine skills. In order to save his daughter as quickly as possible, the father promised to marry both of his daughters to him. After hearing this, the beggar ordered someone to fill the bathtub with 50 degrees warm water. Soon, the housekeeper had prepared the warm water needed by the beggar. The beggar handed the broken bowl and a wooden stick to the girl, and then carried the sister and headed towards the bathroom. However, he demanded that everyone wait outside the door. To save his daughter's life, the father had no choice but to follow the beggar's arrangement. Afterwards, the beggar used magic to lock the door tightly. This greatly worried the father outside.